What's going on, everybody? Thanks for joining us for this episode of On the Vice, and we are bringing you the very simple, very effective pattern that I can tell you is one of the year-round patterns that has been talked about. The blue wing olive, it comes in various sizes, and definitely does come in some different color variations, but that brownish olive color is definitely where our micro synthetic hurl in the uh, medium olive is going to be hitting the spot, and it hits perfectly whenever it gets wet. It turns into that perfect color, but whenever you're wrapping, it will provide you that absolute perfect body that doesn't give you a hesitation to make that fly the next pattern in your box, and it looks like a successful tie that you can be proud of. And so with no further ado, we're going to put a size 18 in the vise, and that's because the microsynthetic hurl definitely provides you a easy opportunity to get that hurl inside the smaller hooks without having any issues. And the thread came out of the bobbin, and we are going to just be getting that back into there, and it happens. This is real life. And what I will tell you is that just like putting the thread back in the bobbin, it's a new beginning here. The reminder about the blue wing olive for me is that they always happen, and the hatches seem to be happening during times of cloudy days, and oftentimes cloudy days represent times that are going through struggles in your life. And I just know that the blue wing olive seems to always be emerging during those cloudy days, and I have always noticed that whenever the sun's out, you're not going to see this hatch being on the water. So you're looking for a day that it's overcast and dreary if you want to see something that's like this blue wing olive. And that reminds me that new beginnings often take those rainy days, dreary moments in life, but also that, you know, there's a opportunity right around the corner after you can have those bad moments, because the hatch of the blue wing olive is a very powerful, successful, however you want to put it. Whenever it happens, it'll allow for the bubbling of the water to create success with hookups. So we're just going to build a little dam right there behind our CDC, and we're going to just split them real quick. Once we have those wings on there, we can clean up the bottom half here. Having a nice sharp pair of scissors allows you to get into those smaller flies. So the next step we're going to do is just take some feathers of the Coq de Lion, and you don't have to use very many because it's not a very big fly, but just take some that they stand very straight, and lay those proportionately. And they say measure in the body. Sometimes the fly looks better just the way you see it to be. You can adjust. And George Lashinsky showed us a trick that I have by no means mastered about how to prop up your tailing in an easy manner that allows for you to kind of just rest your finger in on the thread and get it to be able to loop under there without any problem. But if you can get that thread underneath all your tail fibers and over top everything, you can get everything there. Now I'm going to be doing a hackle sin, cutting out one. It seems to be wanting to be very long, and we don't want it to be unproportioned. Now this microsynthetic curl that we're tying in, you can loose wrap it on, tighten it down, and then wrap it up here. I'm going to wrap that thread. I'm going to pull that all the way up there because I'm going to take this microsynthetic curl, and it is going to be just like your dubbing, and you can cinch it down. And if you wanted to use this body material, you can taper it and go over it to develop a body that will have a tapered body, so that has that more buggy look, if you will, if you're looking for something in that dimension. But we are going to be just fine with this small dimensional look here, and it'll be tied off just quite easily. And once it is, we're going to bring our thread right in front of the CDC wing. I'm going to snip off, and what we're going to do is just make a nice thread head. And if some of those CDC fibers get caught down underneath, you have some options. You could be really wanting to clean everything up, and oftentimes I do, or you could let them kind of just hang out there and kind of look like a little legs that are just hanging out. But what we're going to do, we're just going to snip them up for purposes for everyone watching who is kind of just stressing out about those fibers looking everywhere. And so that is an easy tie that can be done, and the new beginnings of our lives are just as easy as that, as we walk into them. And appreciate you guys with joining us on this journey. If this is your first time, hit that subscribe button, and if you've been with us since the beginning, we appreciate you. As always, we couldn't be doing this without you, nor would we want to. And we'll catch you later. And remember, don't hide Jesus like you hide your fishing spots. So thanks. See ya.